Welcome on back, everybody, to this playthrough of Final Fantasy 16. Today we're going to do carved in stone and skin trade. First off, we're going to do carved in stone, so we're going to head over here. Ride our chocobo and do this mission. Come on, Ambrosia.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Exactly. Grab this. Because obviously we want the desert roses, because we need them. And still, I don't want the stone panther. We'll run past him. Okay. Ow. Don't have my limit break up, which is fine. Get the dread Avis then, shall we?
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Come down. Get this going. Absolutely melting him. Get another impulse out. This up. Put him down. Killed him. Wow, stagger damage of 642. Easy. Avis skin. The thick scaled skin of an Avis claimed by the some to be as old as the mountains themselves, though is most likely seen but a decade or two. A dragon talon.
This thing reeks.
Let's head on back. Turn this in.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. As supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch.
Didn't even hit me.
Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
It was very quick, so I'm not expecting great rewards, but we've got some renown. Over 1,300 now. Bloody hide, of course. And some meteorites. Right, let's head back up the stairs. Might as well do this. Right, here's the first. Children of the hunters, now tilers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise to her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
Really hope we don't have to
hard to find since the sky's turned.
memorize this stuff because I've got a really crap memory.
Thank you for the dinner.
Wanderers of golden plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble path and make those rocks a home.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Yeah, it's right at the top here.
Not a scratch on them.
Just having a look, see if there's potentially a chest or anything we can pick up. Like this one. 2 goblin coins.
So it's these stones to Canva and the rest of the boxes to...
And then the third one. Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred to hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labour.
No history would be complete without mention of the Mothercrystals.
Exactly.
I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Scholarly thoughts like him always are, aren't
Down we go.
How are those new boots treating you?
Right. Antiquarian.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, would that I could have seen for myself.
They're literally
Come,
around.
Don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Guardians of the Crystal.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the Mothercrystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
Wish I hadn't drunken now.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final...
Crap. One of the hunters, now tilers, yeah.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all 3.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, 1 for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mothercrystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers.
Yep.
Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Literally, dude, they're almost on the same level. Well, 2 of them are. Weird. Carved in stone. Up to 1335. And we've got some goblin coin. Lovely. More gil that we don't need. Let's... Got this. I've got this. But no Patron's Whisper, so we're not going to worry about that. So then, let's head on south then into Titan's Wake. Can't jump down, that's annoying.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any crystals.
Okay, let's push on. That was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. Ah, hooded fella. What do you have to say?
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix.
He's speaking very softly.
Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
Assassins?
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
I don't trust Cyril.
Pray accept this token.
You accept the Phoenix down from Cyril of the
For
Undying.
as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later.
Make for the
Cyril
three
seemed
cities.
very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
No comeback? Okay. Look at the world map. There's no side quests from that, so let's push on. And yeah, don't see any on there. Cool. To Canva.
Ah, Lord Rosfield. I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect the reports of our spies in the field. Now that you wear the Phoenix down, our brothers and sisters will no doubt reveal themselves to you too. Farewell, my lord, and may the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
Thank you.
The free cities and the sea.
Right. So this takes us to there. Okay. This is probably where that notorious hunt is, I would presume.
Are you sure this is the right way, bro?
Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, that looks like a pack of blood-hungry people. So let's drop a safe. And deal with this pack. Bollocks. The pack. The bounty, only 10 renown, so. Not expecting a lot from these guys. Okay, they got some health. bloody dodge them. Let's just get our limit break up here to regain his health. Thriller hunt. The wisp up. Get the potion here. Right, one down. Mega Flare. Again, I'm not a massive fan of Mega Flare, I'm not gonna lie. Let's just do this. Yeah. Hate packs, man. And that was called the pack. To 1345 garbage rewards.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Hey, boy. Anything around here for pillaging? Does not look like it. Let's get Ambrosia then. Make sure we start with the Phoenix. 3 desert roses, but another no chorus mark done. We'll head this way. Let's see if there's anything en route. I'm not going to fight anything. They can just do one. Run past them pretty quickly. And it should be just footpads. Could be something over there. Okay,
straight home now. It's surrounded. Well, there might be something here while we tackled them. But no. And there's the gate that we were at before. Okay. Ambrosia. Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
Indeed. Bit of a detour. But it's fine. Not worried about the wild necks.
Time to fight.
No, Clive, it's not. Okay. This way. Could use 2 potions in the pack though. And Yeah, that's where we want to go. So we'll probably come here, look into these crevices, come around this side. We're going to get some of these dudes. Orcish fodder.
Then let us be rid of them.
Ambrose, you're doing some work. Have you regained your health? I think you have. Okay.
Thanks, girl.
Yeah, you did. And start with this then, shall we? Not doing the work it used to do. Certainly doesn't do the work it used to. And there's more. Anything of a chest-wise this way, hiding for us? There is not. Just this. Some desert roses. Anything up here in this caravan? Not old caravan. There is not. More orcish fodder. Okay. That was really good damage. Okay, let's head this way. Just take a quick peek. It is something to loop back to, but it is guarded. But this is off the beaten track, so let's hope there's something this way. It's a leviator. And more orcish fodder. Let's just let our... Oh! Let's say, let's just let our Will of the Wikes get up here. So good. Yeah, I really can't control the camera on that one though. They've just blocked off that for now. We shall come back that way, I would presume. Not worried about Helldiver, to be honest. Can you please just escape? Thank you. Yeah, so what's this way? Thought there was some dudes over here. Evidently not. A steel silk, because that was just what we wanted. Okay. Let's get into Canva. It doesn't look great, does it?
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Alright. It's the Gilded Path. So next time is the Free Cities of Canva, but I have noticed we have Lost Wing, Bocklad, and Martha's Rest that we have side quests for. So we're going to pick up them and probably do these first. Again, I know it's a little bit immersion breaking. Let's just grab them all. Martha, what do you need?
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an aether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
It's no burden.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do.
Indeed.
Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
I'll prioritise that one. Rekindling the Flame. That's a Dark Souls reference, surely. So we need to speak to Wade at the Blood Axe Barracks. But what have we got? Boklad. Never really did much of Boklad. There was, you know, the quest to get back Oates's task, but we haven't really explored it that much. So
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Eloise.
And we'll have to find it, and far. Clive, your timing is impeccable.
I've just teleported over
It
here.
just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness, and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
We will. After we've gone and picked up another
You'll find the
quest.
village in Chaidra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Training places. Yes, we come down and it's here. Is that the fishing? That's the fishing village. Okay. Good to know. Lostwing. We've not been to Lostwing for a very, very long time. Nice, we're back. And how can we help?
We're taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
Is there something attacking us then?
You know what you have to
Quentin.
do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I will.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
For great justice too. Speak the bearers in the Gauntlet's Bales. Okay, so they're there. Okay. Up next, ladies and gents, we are going to do the side quests on the right hand side there, starting with probably, well, great justice, because that's where we are, so we might as well crack on and do it. Yeah, there'll be some more Final Fantasy 16 coming away shortly, and I'll see you all in the next one.